Well, still about 2 feet of snow, maybe even more right here. Yeah, I mean, that right there that's 5-6 feet of snow. It'll all be gone quick though. The outhouse is free, but behind it is still 8 feet of snow. It's the way the snow drifts work out here. Don't see any critter tracks. Electric fence is working. So I got a sling load on its way. So I'll get this up into the cabin and get ready for the sling load. Get all this off the landing zone. I'll get it halfway to the cabin right now. first sling load's done. Got the window, shower assembly out here, some new rain gutters, a couple 2x4s and some concrete and some fencing. I got to get all this over to the cabin, and some of the stuff will stay here. More sling loads coming later on in the week. Be all my lumber. So get this stuff over to the cabin. Second day at home, all the groceries and supplies are put away. The first sling load is all over at the cabin. The plan for today is to bust up this sawdust pile here. It's just going to stay there insulated with the sawdust, so I'm going to knock this off, kind of spread it around so that this melts. So the new woodshed's going to be going right here. Shower sauna down there. I need to get the shovel and help that fall out because I have the first sling load of lumber coming out this week, and I'd like to put the sling load of lumber right here, so I need to help this along, get this melted. There's still like 2 feet of snow over here, 2 feet on the average, some deeper snow drifts. So another thing that I'm going to do today is tear this down. That's the last bit of the boardwalk that used to go from the cabin down to the shower sauna. And I'll repurpose some of this wood, 2x6s. Yeah, I'll probably use this wood here to rebuild the steps over on the other side of the cabin porch. They're looking pretty bad. Won't take that long to get that knocked out, but yeah, I want to tear this up, get this out of here. And the plan is to take the SDS Max hammer drill and chisel some steps into the rock, so the steps will be part of the rock. So the mountain sleds, I took them down the path all the way to the lake and then back up, parked them. Riding season's done for the year. Yeah, I can still move a little bit, but getting across the lake and overflow, I'm not gonna attempt that. The Scandic. So the Scandic, I was trying to put ice scratchers on. I was trying to remove the bolts there, and unbeknownst to me, that even the brand new sleds at the dealer, when they put ice scratchers on, it snaps the bolts off into the shaft. So I have a shaft on order. The new ice scratchers come with a longer bolt, and the spring for the ice scratcher goes here, and ice scratcher actually tucks up here along the tunnel. So I can't move the Scandic. It is stuck right here. That shaft is on backwater, and who knows when it comes in, so this snow machine might be stuck here all summer. I hope not. I can move it slowly, but don't want to risk damaging anything. So the shower sauna in the workshop will be torn down after I build the new ones. I'd like to tear the workshop down first and then reevaluate. I may leave this here as a bunkhouse. I'm undecided on that. Another thing I need to figure out as I go along. I may just do a little bit of work to this, fix the foundation. I don't know how that's going to go. I don't know how much the wood is rotted underneath. I need to kind of get under there a little bit and get it checked out. I'd lay on the ground now, but everything's all soaking wet from the snow melt. So last March I was cutting a tree down, and I cut 6-foot lengths to put into the sled, and I threw this one spruce log about 6 foot long and hit an alder branch, came back and hit me right in the nose and the cheek. Got a piece of wood in my cheek. Got that cut out the other day. Went to the dermatologist, and so the dermatologist didn't believe I had a piece of wood in my face. He thought it was just a cyst or something, and I said, no, it's definitely a piece of wood in there, and he found it. I'm glad to have that out of my face. So I got a couple stitches in my cheek right now. I don't think I showed everybody the headlights. I put the LED lights on the Scandic, and I got LED headlight bulbs too. Let me show y'all. So there's an accessory light switch I had to put in the console here. The other lights are tied into the high beam and the low beam. And then I got new LED headlamp bulbs to get rid of the halogen bulbs. It'll all be LED lights up front. It looks like the family truckster. In addition to those lights, I also have a working light. So I also have this working light LED that'll plug in here on the back of the snow machine. And I got a bracket where this is going to go. I can put it in any one of those 4 locations and aim it at whatever I'm working on. So these are the LED headlamp bulbs that I'll be installing. So the plan with the new shower sauna is to get the base and the walls up, and then I'll get the roof the next time I come out. And at that point I can put the shower in there and stop using this. And what I'm probably going to do is tear down the workshop first, move all the junk from there into this shower sauna, and use that temporarily as a workshop. All right, let's get some rakes and a shovel and try to knock that sawdust pile down, get that snow kind of moved around so it melts off, because I really need to start building as soon as that wood arrives. I'm gonna start tearing the steps down too. Sled's put away for the summer. One thing I need to do to the blue sled this winter is get the dual full-length runners Also on the blue sled, I'd like to get the rear hitch assembly. That way I can have either the blue one up front or the red one up front, and tow the other one behind. See, no signs of bear tracks yet, but they gotta be awake and milling around somewhere close by. It's that time of the year to start staying alert. So overall, very, very happy with the Scandic. It's a beast. Really great machine. That super wide track is incredible what it can go through. The other thing I did last time home, I put the wide skis on and I put the wraparound bumper. That way I can just run stuff over, not worry about scratching up the plastic as much as I already have. And that'll do it for the Scandic. There's nothing else that I need to do to it other than install the headlamp bulbs and fix that shaft, that upper shaft on the skid. So I'm unable to use the Suzuki yet till the snow melts and the trail opens. Can't really use the snow machines. And the one that I would need to use would be the utility one, not the mountain ones, because riding is pretty much over. Although it would be nice to go down and bring some more wood up here. It's not really cold enough to where I need fire in the wood stove, but just to take a little of the cold bite out of the cabin. I have been burning a small fire in there continuously since I got home, but I'm almost out of wood. So, but it's gonna warm up. We got rain in the forecast. Very strange winter this year. Warmer than normal temperatures. Didn't get snow, any decent snow, until January. But now it's sticking around. It's usually mostly melted away by now, and still got 2 feet. Hopefully it disappears soon. I can cut this up for firewood. Get a new chopping block. I could use this at the beginning of the winter, but by that big snowfall in January, this was buried 2-3 feet underneath the snow. So there's only a little bit of dirt on top here. I'm going to get that out of the way. Use the air gun and pressure washer that I have. I'm going to drill a hole down into the rock and pour a little concrete footings for the 4x4 posts. And the measurements are going to be 8 foot by 12 foot. Same as the shower sauna. It's just going to have a sloped roof. And the front doors, I'm not actually going to have a door or doors on it. I'm going to make planks that slide down in a channel, one after the other, and they'll stack up. So when I want to get in there, I just remove 1, 2, 3. As the snow comes up in the winter, I can just access the top portion, and I don't have to worry about opening the door and clearing all that snow to swing the door. So I'm just going to have those slats that I can remove 1, 2, 3, 4, however many I need to get in and get my wood. I think it'll work out pretty well. Better than having doors that swing out. That just won't work at all. That'd be a bad idea to put a swinging door on the woodshed. So I can't leave it open, otherwise snow will blow in there and cover all my wood. Alright, work on the shower sauna spot next. That needs to be clear. Don't know if I've ever showed everybody the cliff. I don't need to get all of it. A lot of it's going to melt. Just disturb it real good and it'll melt quickly. So off the front of the shower sauna, it's going to have a small 4-foot porch. Steps going down this way. Covered porch. And the door, I think it's going to be it's going to open inward on this side here, closest to the steps. And you'll have the wood stove here for the shower sauna, some small benches, and then the shower is going to sit right about here on this side. And then it'll have a bench over there. Underneath the bench, it's going to have the batteries and the inverter. Solar panels will be on this wall facing south. That way the wire runs are going to be really, really short, which is the way I like to do it. So if you're going to put panels on the south end of a wall, then have your batteries there too, as close as you can put them. Saves you money and you produce more power. Less loss, voltage loss. Oh, also the wind turbine is going to go here on this corner, so it faces northeast and catches all the clean air off the cliff. The workshop, when I finally build the workshop over there, that's going to have another wind turbine, so I'll end up with 3 up here. But that one's going to be 24 volt. Just like the one on the cabin's 24 volt. One on the workshop is 12 volt. Shower sauna is going to be 12 volt. All right, enough of that. Let's tear the steps down. Screws and nails. these are so dry rotted. At any time they could have just snapped as I'm carrying something down them. So best get rid of them now. All right, goodbye steps. Don't need them.